this thing on? Good morning, YouTube. I'm having a terrible morning, but I'm gonna push through because I lost an entire episode to this editor. Don't know why, but hey, we're moving forward, right? So, hey, stick around to the end of today's episode for a special Instagram segment that I will debut. Let's get started. Is this thing on again? Oh my goodness. Okay, ready? It is Saturday, April 20th. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday. Then I'm going to run down the lineup of shows that are either releasing content or going live today. So let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the description below. These channels have been discovered. Okay, first up on the recap, I rarely feature myself, but when I rewatched the live stream from last night, I thought it was pretty good. So, head over to Comics with Bueller channel for a replay of yesterday's live stream titled Comic Book Content on YouTube, What You Need to Know. This week in Comics with Discovery Bay. Let's take a peek.
Hey everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller, and guess what? I'm back doing a live stream on my channel. It's been a few weeks now, and I'm excited to be back. The title of this live stream is Comic Book Content on YouTube, What You Need to Know. The reason that is titled that, because this gentleman right here, JB, is doing a video on a daily basis that is covering the content that's on YouTube for comic books. And this guy is putting in the work. So sometimes you're featuring up to 20 channels, okay? And one of the nice things that you do in your description of the videos, you are posting the links to every single channel that it is in that description, okay? So they can find the description, they can find the channels on the description, they can subscribe to them, they can go check it out. Also, is it time-stamped as well?
Yeah, the timestamp thing's kind of cool, and you know, it doesn't work for every phone. I'm noticing it depends on what you're surfing it on. It absolutely works when you're surfing through your laptop or your tablet. I put timestamps in there, so if you just open up the description right away and you see the show title you like, you can hit that and you'll jump right to it, and then you can just watch that segment of the show. My library of content is my subscribers. I am subscribed to many channels, and I'm looking at everything YouTube is telling me is coming on from my subscribers, and I'm doing different searches based on different criteria because I'm looking for different things. I'm like, okay, statues. Who are we looking for statues today? If you start looking at statues, you're going to have a couple different channels pop up because I'm trying to hit each of the different genres of comic content in each show. Thanks again, Bueller, for that amazing opportunity. To see this and more great content from Bueller, click the link right here. Up next, go check out JLS Comics channel for an awesome video Jesse released titled History of the Mandalorians, Boba Fett, Sabine, Wren, House Vizsla, and the DarkSaber.
2019 is a great year for Star Wars fans. Not only do we have a large stream of comic books like 108th issue to the first volume of comics from Marvel's publishing arm, but we have a slew of shows on the way for Disney Plus and the capstone of the Skywalker saga to finish off the year. The Mandalorian is a TV show coming to the Disney Plus from MCU director Jon Favreau, which stars Pedro Pascal as the titular character. We just got tons of new information and some new footage from the show at 2019 Star Wars Celebration, so it's a perfect time to jump into the history of the Mandalorian and one of the most famous bounty hunters to don their armor, Boba Fett. Before we begin though, let me thank you for watching JLS Comics and pressing play. If you like videos like this, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want, the subscribe button as well. I upload new comic book, movie, superhero, and anime content weekly. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into our Mandalorian story. So this is the revised history of the Mandalorians, as told in Star Wars episodes like the trial of DarkSaber and the Mandalore plot, bolstered by a little bit of legends. I will most likely get a ton more backstory on Mandalorian history and culture during the Disney Plus show, so this is basically what we know up till now. And then later, Vader hired up Boba again to track down the pilot who blew up the first Death Star. Boba came back to him with a name, Skywalker. And that's how Vader learned his son was alive.
Right? I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and come on, this was an awesome piece. To see this and more from JLS Comics, click the link right here. Okay, for the final item on the recap, head over to Boatwright Family and Comics channel for a video titled Making My First AOK. Let's take a peek. This is really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. I could watch these kind of things all day. If you want to see the entire video, check out the link right here. Okay, now let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. Okay, all of these times are listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all of the channel links with timestamps are in the description below. Today, there are 9 shows in today's lineup, and 4 are going live. First up, at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from High Road Comics.
Arrow over at High Road Comics is releasing a video titled High Road Comics Saturday Morning Haul, Major X Variant, Funko Pokemon Star Wars, ET VHS. VHS, wow, okay. At 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern. Joe Ryan Comics will be releasing his video titled Comic Book Haul, April 17th, 2019, New Comic Book Day. Man, is this thing on? Okay, making sure. Next up at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, the boys from ChinoComics&More channel released a video titled New Comic Book Day Pickups for New Comic Book Day 4/17/19, Keys, SPEC, First Appearances. Yes, they own their own comic book store in Houston, but hey, they're still collectors and readers of modern comics, so let's check out what they got in their pull box. Next up at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, it's back. That's right, Saturday Morning Comics live over at John's Comics with Kids. This is still one of my favorite Saturday morning events. Stop by and say hello to John, Charlie, and Kate. Also at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, check out a video from R. Wheatley 0206 titled Comic Community Want List number 12 and a few pickups. What a great community resource, a series that offers a platform for the community to share what they're looking for. Check him out at the link in the description below. At 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, head over to JP's Budget Collecting for the next installment in his series titled CBSI Hot Top 10 Comics from October 19th, Are They Still Hot? Jason reviews the CBSI list from 6 months ago to see if these books are still hot or not. Today he looks back at the Hot Top 10 Comics from October 19th, 2018. I wonder how these books are doing. Was it a smart investment, or did you just need a little patience? Okay, at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, over at Bake the Snakes channel, Bake has given us a live stream titled 420 Holiday Auction. Some of you will know what that means. Join Bake in the chat as he shows off some books to sell. Okay, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over at Just a Rican and his comics channel. Rod and Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson joined forces for a great live show titled Coast to Coast Comics. Today is the 16th episode in what's gonna be an epic show. Let's join them in the live chat as they talk comics and joke around with special guest JoJo from POPDOTCOMIX. That's gonna be a good one, you don't wanna miss it. And the last item on my lineup in the last live show that I knew about starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We have something really special going on over at Comic Core channel. Let's take a look. That's tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Join our guest sellers JD, Drew Manchu, Comic Spectre, C. Woodard, Who Dat, and Bake the Snake. $25% of all proceeds will be donated to the Hero Initiative, helping comic creators in need. Yes, 25% of all the proceeds from tonight are going to go to the Heroes Initiative. If you don't know what that is, it's an amazing foundation. I'm going to leave links in the description below. Hopefully you guys can join us tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, now for that something special I promised you earlier. As you know, there's a lot of crossover between the YouTube comic community and the Instagram comic community. Well, today I want to highlight a live event that's happening tonight, a little later, over on IG on the Comics for Cheap page. Tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. Let's hear from the source.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Comics for Cheap, aka Comic Villain, aka hiding in your mom's closet when your dad comes home. And I'm here to tell you that I have an amazing live auction on Instagram this upcoming Saturday, April 20th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And y'all need to come check it out. I'm going to have some great stuff there, including some Spider-Man keys, some #1 goodness, some modern keys. I'm even gonna have slabs there. Yo, check this out. Bam, bam. And tons more, guys. The top buyer at my auction is gonna receive a slab for free. Awesome Hulk Ghost.
Now, I have personally purchased many books from him and I've never had any issues. So if you're up late tonight and you're not auctioned out, go check him out because I'm sure it's gonna be a blast. So, well, that's it for today's show. But I wanted to shout out my newest Patreon member, Paul at Midwest Comics. Thank you so much for believing in us. Now, everyone, please visit me on Facebook if you get a chance. I'm also on Instagram where I will be posting this schedule in the afternoon with any ads and or changes. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Now, if you know of anyone that's interested in this information or maybe wants to be included in the show, share this with them. Also, leave me a comment because I'm always looking for ways to improve the show and if there's any channels out there that I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss out on any of these cool shows. Also, wouldn't it be great if you found a new channel that became your favorite today? Okay, and as always, have a great Saturday and don't forget, we had a good time.